You can identify the white pine by the way the needles grow. Each spray of needles comes in a cluster of 5. To be kind to the tree, take needles from various places on the tree. Don't strip out one whole section on a branch. Take it from different places. Only take what you require for the current brewing because the vitamin C dissipates. This cannot be dried and saved for later. Unlike some other herbs and plant materials, the pine vitamin C is best when collected and used the day you collect it. And this is a sufficient amount for me for 1 cup. If I was going to make tea for friends, I would double or triple this depending on how many folks were coming to set with me. I like to just free the needles from the encapsulation at the base of them, and then I go ahead and use scissors to just cut them up into smaller pieces. You can just kind of crush them up a little bit with your fingers, so you'll start smelling a nice pine fragrance when you do that, and it's just going to help some of the oils come out. I have a small French press, little coffee pot that I use, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the needles in there and then put some hot water over top of it. Hold on just a second. I just heated exactly enough water for this cup that I'm going to be drinking out of. Let's put this in here and let it steep for about 8 minutes. While it's steeping, I will just tell you a quick fun fact. So I used to enjoy the company of dairy goats back a number of years ago, and one of the things in the wintertime, there's not a lot of green stuff for the goats to eat, and I would bring them pine branches, white pine branches, which they seem to really enjoy. But the fun piece of information is that goats are actually able to produce their own vitamin C, unlike humans. So if a goat was sick or, recovering from something, it was important to make sure they were getting extra vitamin C. But normally goats didn't need a vitamin C supplement, unlike us. However, that said, in the wintertime, they really did enjoy some pine branches as an additional treat. Okay, y'all, it's been about 10 minutes. I've pressed the plunger down on this thing. Hopefully not too many needles come out. Always a few manage to slip out. Yeah, there's a few floating. Hopefully y'all can see it's got just a slight tint to it, and can definitely smell the pine fragrance in it. It's got a very gentle pine taste to it. It's not overpowering. It's not like drinking Pinesol or something like that. If y'all are worried about that sort of a flavor, it doesn't taste like that. And obviously it can be sweetened with honey. One other thing I meant to mention whilst I was out there collecting is always be sure of your source where you're collecting from. And these days it seems to become more and more important to know, like, has anything been sprayed on this plant or tree, or was there some sort of a disaster floating over top of your collecting site? Just be aware of those things. Anyway, I'll see you by the wood stove in just a couple of hours for the next few chapters in the last lecture. Till then.